Yes. So yesterday we were discussing about the permanent tissue. Okay. So let's discuss once again what these tissues are, because here in a topic permanent tissue, one definition is very important. Okay. And what is that? It's a process called differentiation. Okay. So let's discuss what this process is. So let's start with the topic permanent tissue. As their word indicate, permanent, it means they are non-dividing. Okay, as I told you in the previous lecture, it means they are non-dividing. Okay, so what happens to the cell once it is formed from the meristematic tissue? See, say for example, here is the layer of meristematic tissue. Okay, you know its structure, how it appears, and center nucleus is there. So what happens once the meristematic tissues grows in the size? Because we discussed that the meristematic tissues are continuously growing tissues, and we have also discussed their location and their function. So what happens once the meristematic tissue become mature? Does it mean that each and every meristematic tissue is keep on growing and growing? Then what about once they become mature? So let's see in this topic what happens to the meristematic tissue. Once they become mature, see what is written. They take up a specific role and loses ability to divide. Once the meristematic tissues become mature, they loses ability to divide. Then later on, they are unable to divide. And what is result of this? It results into they form a permanent tissue. As they loses their ability to divide, what they becomes permanent, and once they become permanent, they get the specific structure, and they'll also get a specific function. So see what is written here. As a result, they form a permanent tissue, and this process of taking up a permanent shape, size, and a function is called differentiation. So, what happens once the meristematic tissue grows in the size? Okay, then it develops a vacuole also. It have the nucleus also. Okay, and once it become mature, it loses ability to divide. And as a result of this, the particular cell gets a specific shape. Okay, it also gains a specific size, and it is responsible for a specific function. ठीक है, जब तक ये मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू है तब तक इसका ग्रोथ के अलावा और कोई भी रोल नहीं होता है प्लांट बॉडी में. बट वंस इट बिकम परमानेंट, इट कैरी आउट अ स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन. और यही जो प्रोसेस है of taking up a permanent shape, permanent size, and a specific function. ये प्रोसेस होने का जो मैकेनिज्म है, दिस phenomenon is called differentiation. इसी प्रोसेस को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Differentiation. So in one sentence, how one can define differentiation? It is a process in which the meristematic tissues becomes permanent tissue. As a result of this, the meristematic tissues take up a permanent shape, size, and a specific function. Okay. Now, on the basis of the location and the function of the permanent tissue, they are classified into three types. So, let's discuss what the classification of the tissue is there. I hope this whiteboard is visible to you, children. So this permanent tissue are classified as I told you in the previous lecture, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Okay, let's discuss these tissues one by one. So this is the classification of the permanent tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. So let's discuss how this parenchyma appears. So if you look at the microscopic structure of the parenchymatous tissue, here in the A part, it shows the cross section of the permanent tissue called parenchyma. And the B part shows longitudinal section of the parenchyma. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? क्रॉस सेक्शन मतलब क्या? लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल सेक्शन मतलब क्या? Okay, if you look at your NCERT book, the same diagrams are shown there. One cross section, one longitudinal section. Okay, so cross section का मतलब क्या होता है मैं आपको समझाती हूँ. Say for example ये stem है. Okay, if I cut that stem horizontally in this way, if I cut the stem horizontally, and if I try to look the stem from the top view, if I look at this part from the top view, okay, under the microscope, so how it appears? Okay, so the cells appear like this. And if here is a stem, and if I cut this stem vertically, अगर मैंने इसको ऐसे vertically cut किया like this, इसका thin slice cut किया, and then if I try to observe that slice under the microscope, it will appear somewhat like this B part. This is the longitudinal section, this is the cross section. Cross section मतलब horizontally cut करना है उसका thin slice और फिर वो observe करना है. So this will appear like a part. और longitudinal section मतलब vertically हम cut करेंगे stem को, and then we are going to observe its cell. So at that time the structure will appear like B part. So ये parenchyma जो है ये कैसे हम discuss करेंगे. So if you look at this structure, okay, we can easily describe that how they appears. अगर हमको किसी भी डायग्राम को मतलब एक्सप्रेस करना है, उसको एक्सप्लेन करना है, so we just have to look at the different parts of that figure. Okay, so you everyone look at this figure and try to take out the points that how it appears. So if you look at the structure, you will come to know that there is a little bit space in between the cell. Where is that? See this. This is the space. Okay, which I am highlighting with the blue color, right? Look at the gap which is present in between the two cells. This one, this one. Okay, this is the space. This is the space here also. In between each and every cell where they are connected, there is a little bit gap. And this gap is called as intercellular space. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Intercellular space it is called. If you look at the microscopic structure of the cell, you will come to know. The nucleus is present at the periphery of the cytoplasm. Look at the black dot present in the cytoplasm at the corner. See, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so they have the nucleus at the periphery of the cytoplasm. Then what is there in between? What is there at the center? So this is nothing but the vacuole. क्या है ये? ये vacuole है. ये जो gap है ना, this is the vacuole. Okay? और जो pink color का है, ये से border वाला part, what is that? This is the cytoplasm. फिर उसमें बाकी के सारे organelles भी होंगे. So what are the characteristics that we can define for this parenchymatous tissues? First property, the cells of parenchyma are isodiametric. It means they have the equal diameter. Second point, they have the big vacuole at their center for the storage of the nutrients. Nucleus of the parenchymatous cells are present at the periphery due to presence of the permanent vacuole at the center. Cells of the parenchyma are loosely packed. It means they have the intercellular spaces which are very little. Okay, loosely packed, it doesn't mean one cell is here and one cell is there. No, they are compact, but they have the intercellular space between them. Okay, and the next characteristic of this tissue is they have thin walls. If you look at the cell wall of the parenchymatous cell, they are very much thin. They are thin and they are made up of cellulose. किससे बने हैं ये? Cellulose से बने हैं. Okay, they have cellulose in their cell wall. Now look at the B part. This is again the same, but it is a longitudinal section. जब हमने stem को vertically cut किया है, तो cells ऐसा दिखेंगे. But the characteristics are same. इनके और इनकी characteristics same ही है क्योंकि ये एक ही cell है. Okay, see, they have intercellular space, they have the nucleus, they have cytoplasm, thin walls. Okay, other characteristics are same. So this is about the parenchymatous structure. Now the question arises, where these tissues are located? These tissues are located in the cortex region. In the cortex. Cortex मतलब क्या? बीच वाला part. ठीक है? जैसे कि अभी हम stem को देखेंगे. I will show you where exactly this is located. See here. For example, here is the plant. If I cut its stem horizontally, and if I try to look at the microscopic magnified structure of the same of the stem, you will come to know that its outer part is epidermis. Okay, it is epidermis. Now, at the center of the stem, there are presence of water conducting tissues, water and food conducting tissue. So these are the water conducting tissues called xylem. Just around the xylem, there is a presence of food conducting tissue called phloem. Okay, and in between, whatever the gap is there, here, this is filled with the parenchyma, and this part is called cortex region. मतलब एकदम बाहर का भी पार्ट नहीं, एकदम बाहर का भी नहीं और एकदम सेंटर वाला भी नहीं, इन बिटवीन का जो पार्ट है दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉर्टेक्स. ओके, वेयर the parenchymatous cells are present. See this part which is I'm highlighting with a green color. This is the cortex region of the stem where the parenchymatous tissues are located. And what their function is? Their function is storage and packaging. ठीक है, क्या करते हैं ये टिश्यू? स्टोर करने का काम करते हैं. क्या स्टोर करेंगे? स्टोरेज ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स, स्टोरेज ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स एंड पैकेजिंग. अब इतना बड़ा स्टेम है, इसमें बोन्स नहीं है, ठीक है, सॉइल में ऐसे वर्टिकली इतना बड़ा वो ट्री खड़ा है, किस वजह से खड़ा है? इट इज ड्यू टू द स्ट्रॉन्ग पैकेजिंग ऑफ द टिश्यू. Okay, and that packaging is due to the parenchyma. parenchymatous tissues. Okay, so we have discussed the structure, location, and the function of parenchyma. Let's discuss their types. So here some characteristics are also written of the parenchymatous tissue. Okay. Do you remember, children, these parenchymatous tissues are permanent one? Okay, it means of course they are non-dividing. Okay, how they are? They are non-dividing as they are permanent, but they are living. Don't forget, they are living. नॉन डिवाइडिंग है इसलिए इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि वो डेड है. ठीक है, ये मतलब नहीं है कि वो डेड है, वो लिविंग ही है, but they are permanent. It means non-dividing. Okay, you can see here few things are written above the parenchyma. That is their characteristics, which I will share with you. Okay, afterwards. Now look at the types of the parenchymatous tissue. So its first type is parenchyma. Parenchyma का type क्या है? Parenchyma. So its word indicate air. It means air. मतलब exactly क्या? क्यों ऐसे नाम दिया गया? क्योंकि ये पैरेनकाइमा का वो टाइप है जहां के सेल्स बहुत ही ज्यादा लूजली पैक्ड होते हैं. कैसे? लाइक दिस, एकदम दूर दूर होंगे, बहुत सारे उनमें गैप्स है. ठीक है, ऐसे उनका यहाँ पे क्लस्टर होगा, फिर बीच में गैप होगा, फिर बीच में ये जो गैप है यहाँ पे क्या होगा? देयर इज ए एयर. एयर स्पेसेस है. क्या है ये? एयर स्पेसेस. तो ये तो हो गया स्ट्रक्चर. अब देखते हैं इनके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या क्या है. See what is written in the first point. In hydrophytes. Hydrophytes का मतलब क्या होता है? Aquatic plants. Okay, aquatic plants. The intercellular space between the cells become wide and filled with air. जो हाइड्रोफाइट्स है, मतलब जो एक्वाटिक प्लांट्स है, उनमें क्या होता है? उनके जो पैरेनकाइमा होते हैं उनके बीच में स्पेस बढ़ते जाता है. एज दे ग्रोज, एज द लीफ ग्रोज, ओके, the space between the cells become wider and the gap get filled with the air, and hence the name is given parenchyma. Such a parenchymatous tissue having the large air spaces, and hence the name is given parenchyma, as I told you. Now, what is the importance of these spaces? Of course, it provides the buoyancy to the cell and buoyancy to the leaf, and because of that the leaf can float in water. So see, the importance of these air spaces are given. This helps in a gaseous exchange. Okay, this gap helps in a easier gaseous exchange and also to provide buoyancy to the leaves of the plant. Buoyancy का मतलब क्या होता है? Its simple meaning is ability to float. buoyancy का मतलब क्या होता है? Ability to float. तो आप देखते हैं कि इसमें जो लोटस फ्लावर है या फिर अदर एक्वेटिक प्लांट्स जो है, उनके जो लीव्स होते हैं ना, दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन वाटर. व्हाई दिस लीव्स फ्लोट्स ऑन वाटर? ड्यू टू द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ buoyancy. And which cells provide this buoyancy? This is nothing but the parenchyma, which is a type of parenchymatous tissue. The second type of the parenchyma is the cholenchyma. Sorry, it's a chlorenchyma. Okay, chlorine. See, cholenchyma is also there. Listen carefully. Cholenchyma is also there. But cholenchyma क्या है? सेकेंड टाइप है परमानेंट टिश्यू का. और क्लोरेनकाइमा ये इनके ही टाइप्स है. फर्क क्या है? कि दे हैव द क्लोरोफिल इन देम. They have the chlorophyll, which is the green color of pigment. So wherever you see there is a green color in a plant, you can conclude that the chlorine which is a type of parenchymatous tissues are there. तो ऐसा है क्या कि ग्रीन कलर सिर्फ लीव्स में ही होता है? नहीं, कुछ स्मॉल स्मॉल प्लांट जो होते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड हर्ब्स एंड द shrubs. Okay, these herbs and shrubs have the green color of stem also. Grasses have green color of the stem also. So wherever the green color is there in the plant, it means the chlorine camatous cells are there. यही उसका एक मतलब है, और कोई उसका दूसरा मीनिंग नहीं है. Chlorine camatous cells are there, which is a type of parenchyma. Okay, and what their importance is, as their name indicate, chlorine. It means they have the chlorophyll in them, which is a green color of pigment, helps in photosynthesis. Ultimately, the function of chlorine is to synthesize food in the plant body. Okay, photosynthesis का aim ही क्या है? To synthesize food in the plant, because they are non-locomotory. They cannot move here and there in the search of the food. Okay, so they have ability to synthesize their own food, and which is there in the cell called chlorine, which is a type of parenchyma. Okay, so we have successfully completed the first type of the permanent tissue, that is the parenchymatous tissue. Okay, let's revise in short. What their structure is? The cells of parenchymatous tissue are isodiametric. Okay, how they are? They are isodiametric like this. Then they have intercellular space. They have big permanent vacuole. They have nucleus at the periphery. They have thin walls. Okay, where they are located? In the cortex. Cortex of root, cortex of stem and cortex of leaf. अब रूट में जो पैरेनकाइमा है, ओके स्टूडेंट, रूट में जो पैरेनकाइमा है वहां पर क्लोरेनकाइमा नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि आप किसी प्लांट का रूट देखो, वहां पर क्या होता है? क्लोरोफिल नहीं होता है, ग्रीन नहीं होते हैं रूट्स कभी भी. इसका मतलब वहां पे सिर्फ सिंपल पैरेनकाइमा है जो पैकेजिंग एंड स्टोरेज का काम करेंगे. वहां पे एरेनकाइमा भी नहीं होंगे और वहां पर क्लोरेनकाइमा भी नहीं होंगे. एरेनकाइमा सिर्फ कहां पर होंगे? इन द लीव्स ऑफ एक्वाटिक प्लांट. और क्लोरेनकाइमा कहां पर होंगे? जहां जहां पे ग्रीन कलर है. बाकी का जो प्लांट का अदर रीजन है जहाँ पे पैकेजिंग होगी और जहाँ पे न्यूट्रिएंट स्टोर होंगे, वहां पे सिंपल पैरेनकाइमा होंगे. ठीक है, सो दिस इज अबाउट द पैरेनकाइमा. लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट टाइप, एंड दैट इज द कोलेनकाइमा. This is the sclerin. Just a minute. Okay. Is whiteboard visible to you, children? Whiteboard is visible to you or not? Am I audible, children? Am I audible? Okay. Yes. I hope this screen is visible to all the students. Next type of the permanent tissue is the collenchyma. Okay, children, don't get confused with the type which we have discussed just now, that is the chlorenchyma. Okay, these two words are different. Okay, these two words are different. See this. Here I'm showing you these two words together. See this, which is I'm highlighting with a blue color. What is this? Chlorenchyma, which is a type of parenchyma, जो कि first type है. Okay, and now we have started with the word which is I'm highlighting with the black color is the cholenchyma. Okay, these two are different words. Okay, try to understand this difference. ओके, ये जो है ये पैरेन्काइमा का टाइप है, दिस वन क्लोरेन्काइमा, और ये सेकेंड टाइप जो कि परमानेंट टिश्यू का टाइप है, दैट इज द कोलेन्काइमा. ओके, लेट्स सी वेयर दे आर लोकेटेड. अब जैसे मैंने आपको एक स्टेम का क्रॉस सेक्शन बताया था, इमेजिन द सेम सेक्शन. ओके, आउटर पार्ट जो होता है वो इपिडर्मिस होता है, मैंने आपको बताया था. बिल्कुल इपिडर्मिस के नीचे, ओके, जस्ट बिलव, जस्ट बीनीथ the epidermis, there is a presence of thin layer of the tissue here. Okay, this is called the layer of cholenchyma. So इस लोकेशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? कुछ ना कुछ तो इसको नाम होगा ही ना. Yes. So this layer is called hypodermis. Hypodermis. The layer of the cell which is present just inside the epidermis is called hypodermis, and cholenchymatous cells are located in the hypodermis of the stem and the leaf midrib. कहाँ पर होते हैं ये cholenchyma? Stem, leaf midrib और रूट के हाइपोडर्मिस में. मतलब लीफ के मिडरिब में, मतलब एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पर? तो देखो, समझो ऐसा लीफ है. ओके, तो इसके अंदर ऐसी एक लाइन होती है. ठीक है, ये लाइन सबको पता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड लीफ मिडरीब. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? लीफ मिडरीब. ओके, एंड ये जो लीफ मिडरीब है, ये लीफ मिडरीब की जो बेंडिंग हम कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, बेंडिंग, दिस बेंडिंग इज ड्यू टू द कोलेनकाइमा. Okay, so basically the function of the cholenchyma is to provide flexibility to the plant body. Okay, it provides flexibility to the plant body. मतलब क्या? जैसे कि रूट्स है तो रूट्स बेंड हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. लीफ का जो मिडरिब है, दिस वन, ये मिडल वाला पार्ट, ठीक है, ये भी हम बेंड कर सकते हैं. स्टेम जो होते हैं प्लांट के, वो भी बेंड हो सकते हैं. हवा आती है तो यहाँ वहां ऐसे झूलते हैं, ठीक है. दिस बेंडिंग इज ड्यू टू दिस फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द प्लांट पार्ट इज ड्यू टू द कोलेनकाइमा. सबसे मेन फंक्शन इसका याद रखना. कोलेनकाइमा हेल्प्स टू प्रोवाइड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी एंड बेंडिंग विदाउट ब्रेकिंग. रिमेंबर दिस वर्ड्स, बेंडिंग विदाउट ब्रेकिंग, ये वर्ड बहुत जरूरी है. Okay, it provides bending without breaking. Okay, now let's discuss about cholenchyma in detail. So this cholenchyma was discovered in 1839 by the scientist called Scleden. The cells of these tissues are living, of course. As I told you, permanent, it doesn't mean they are non-living. ये जो फर्स्ट टू टाइप है, पैरेन्काइमा एंड कोलेनकाइमा, दिस टू आर लिविंग, बट द थर्ड वन दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दैट इज क्लेरेनकाइमा, वो डेड है, वो हम आगे देखेंगे, अभी उसके बारे में नहीं सोचना है. ओके, सो ऑफ कोर्स दे आर लिविंग बट नॉन डिवाइडिंग एंड देयर इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेसेस आर रिड्यूस्ड. जितने पैरेन्काइमा के सेल्स के अंदर थे, कंपैरिजन में कोलेनकाइमा के सेल्स के बीच में के जो स्पेसेस है वो थोड़े से रिड्यूस्ड है, थोड़े रिड्यूस्ड हो गए. क्यों रिड्यूस्ड हो गए, देखते हैं. स्ट्रक्चर देखो, मैं ड्रॉ कर रही हूं. इनके जो सेल्स है वो इस शेप के है, हेक्सागोनल. ठीक है, इनके बीच में स्पेस है, नो डाउट. इनके बीच में भी गैप है, बट इनके जो कॉर्नर्स है ना वो ठीक है. देयर कॉर्नर्स आर थीकन लाइक दिस. Collenchymatous cells corners are thickened. And why they are thickened? Due to deposition of some chemicals like pectin, like lignin. इनके जो सेल वॉल्स है, ये सेल वॉल्स के कॉर्नर कॉर्नर पे एक केमिकल डिपॉजिट होता है एंड दैट केमिकल इज कॉल्ड लिग्निन. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये सेल है तो इसका ये कॉर्नर जो है ठीक हो जाएगा इस तरीके से, like this, thicken. Okay, thicken. Why? Due to deposition of this chemical. और इनके कॉर्नर्स ठीक हो जाने की वजह से इनके सेल के बीच में का जो गैप है, दो सेल के बीच में का जो गैप है, that ultimately get reduced. Okay, it ultimately get reduced. And what happens due to this corner thickening? ये कॉर्नर ठीक होने की वजह से क्या होता है? It provides the irregular thickening of the cell wall. इससे क्या होता है? सेल वॉल कैसी है? irregular thicken है. यहाँ पे ठीक है कॉर्नर पे, तो बीच में ठीक नहीं है. फिर वापस कॉर्नर पे ठीक है, वापस बीच में ठीक नहीं है. वापस कॉर्नर पर ठीक है, वापस बीच में ठीक नहीं है. ये नॉन यूनिफॉर्म